Yo, YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's FC26 video, I've been looking online at what you guys want to see. I've been looking at, and what I've seen a lot of searches for is comparing FC25 Messi versus FC26. So right now we have the graph, we've got the left side, we've got FC25's card, on the right side we have FC26, and we're going to go through and just break down the card in detail, the differences. Let's take a look at the base card, what's going on here. This is it, man. I'll go, you know, I'm a Ronaldo guy, but listen, I've loved Messi and Ronaldo both. I'm 25 years old, so I'm in that era of growing up with them two just absolutely in their peak. You know, throughout my teenage years, I've watched this man just be unbelievable, and yeah, you know, he's still got that aura even now at whatever he is, how old. And you know, with the World Cup here as well, I'm excited to see him and Ronaldo in their last World Cup. So I just want to give an honor to the man because he's a legend, man. But let's go through his FC cards because I still really like using his card in game, and we're gonna break it down. So last year he had an 88 rated card. Compared to this year, he does now have an 86 rated card. So this is the FC26 card, as you can see, and this is the 25 card. So gonna break it down. What's the main difference here? What kind of, you know, there's a downgrade, but is it really effective? Is it really going to change too much? Let's break it down. Starting off with the base card. So he has a -1 pace, same shooting, -2 passing, -2 dribbling, and that's about it. So in terms of the actual base card, it is a little bit of a hit. You know, he's lost 1 pace, he's lost 2 passing, and he's lost 2 dribbling. Not crazy where he's not usable, but it's taken a bit of a hit. I would use him as a cam. I wouldn't really use him as a right winger. I just think that 78 pace this year is just nowhere near what you want as your winger. Again, we don't know the actual game yet, the meta and stuff like that, but I'm just not someone who's going to use Messi as a winger, but as a cam, he is phenomenal. Okay, then we're going to go across right now, and let's have a look at his play styles, because obviously, as we can see here, there's a bit of a change as well. So in terms of the base play styles, now the game does have new play styles, so it's going to be a little bit different, which I haven't seen just yet. But in terms of the scoring play styles, which is kind of what we had before, we have something called Game Changer, I believe. Yeah, Game Changer. A player is known for extraordinary and unconventional finishes. Okay, so it's a bit like fancy and trivela shots. Okay, cool. So that's interesting because Trivela's no longer in the physical, so it's essentially Trivela which you had earlier. Okay, cool. So he's got the Trivela, he still has finesse shot and dead ball, which nothing has changed there. In terms of the passing, he now has tiki-taka, and before he didn't have that as plus, and he's lost his technical plus. So we're just going to look at the difference in terms of what that means for players like Messi. So technical plus compared to tiki-taka plus. So technical plus meant reaches even higher speed when performing controlled sprint, and performs wide turns while dribbling with greater precision. So this is good for dribbling itself when you're running and stuff like that, where tiki-takas more execute difficult first time ground passes with even greater accuracy, using back heels when contextually appropriate. Short distance ground passes are exceptionally accurate. So basically what this means is the FC26 card should have slightly better passing, and the FC25 card will have slightly boosted dribbling in terms of the playstyles. So if you're using him as a cam, I think the tiki-taka, the FC26 card, which I'm using him as a cam, I think the playstyle is actually slightly better for us in terms of than the technical from last year. So that's probably a good thing if you're using him as a cam. Okay, then we're going to go across right now, and what we're going to talk about the rest of the playstyle. Let's see if anything else is changed around here. So quick step is still there. So basically everything else is the same. The only difference is we now have tiki-taka plus compared to normal, and we now have technical plus instead of normal from last year. Okay, cool. In terms of the base card itself, let's have a look at the in-game stats now and see the big difference. So when you look at the pace right now, it looks like there's been 1 downgrade. So you basically lost 2 acceleration. So what that means is it's going to take him a little bit longer to get that top speed, but his sprint speed at 73 is still fairly low. So again, in terms of the pace, I'm not looking at him to be up and down very quickly. So I'm not looking too much into the pace. Let's look at the shooting, which is exactly the same in the actual stat, but let's see in game what's changed. So attack positioning 86 to 89, so that's gone down slightly. So I've actually looked at this, and what it looks like is his shooting actually looks slightly nerfed. His shooting actually looks slightly nerfed. The only difference is he's basically got 3 more volleys, 1 less finishing, 3 less attack positioning, 1 more shot power. Okay, so you have a little bit more shot power and volleys, a little bit less finishing and attack positioning. So I don't mind the shot power going up, but the finishing going down by 1. Okay, it's nothing crazy. Again, these are very, very minor changes, but it's still, you know, that's what we're looking at, just seeing the differences here. Then we go over to his passing, which has actually taken a big hit at 2, but let's see where it's taken a hit. So vision, we've lost 3 vision. Okay, crossing is the same. Free kick accuracy has actually gone up by 1. Okay, interesting. So he's actually got slightly better free kick this year, 93. His short passing is 85. So his short passing and his long passing have gone down a little bit, as well as his curve. Okay, interesting. So curve, I feel like for finesse shots in general. So this year his passing just slightly lower, as well as his finishing. So that's where the nerf is really coming in those dangerous areas in terms of his finishing. His actual passing, that's one you don't really want to lose out. However, with the passing playstyle Tic Attacker Plus, you never know, maybe the passing will feel the same as last year in terms of his card. Then we have the dribbling, which is arguably his best stat at 90. Well, it is his best stat at 90, and last year was 92, which is again taking a bit of a nerf. And I can see actually a huge nerf here, and we need to break it down. So let's start off. This is actually massive nerf here. So the agility, he's now gone to an 84 agility. He actually had a 90 agility last year, and now he's at 84 agility, which is actually quite a big drop. His balance at 95 is now 89, massive drop as well. His reactions at 85, a massive drop at 5. His ball control has gone up by 1, his dribbling down by 4, and his composure down by 2. So this is where the Messi card, as a cam, I love his dribbling and his passing. His dribbling has taken a hit. His dribbling is definitely taken a hit. The agility as well, from 90 to 84. One thing I will say, if you're trying to use his card on the right hand side, he's definitely not going to be as viable. If you didn't like him last year on the right, he's got worse in those areas. I think where you can use him is his cam. I think the dribbling overall, things like agility and stuff like that, that's much more needed as a winger, and that's just taking a hit. So there you go, there you have it. That is the comparison on the Messi card. The difference is there. We break down every single stat. We don't need to go through defending. I mean, we could have a look at his strength or anything. His strength is the exact same. His physicality is the same, so we don't need to worry about that. But that's going to be it. That's going to be the overall card. 4-star, 4-star, still in the same scenario, still in the same team, stuff like that. In terms of overall positions, he's still going to have the right mid cam striker, right mid cam striker, and his base is a right wing. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Do you guys like this style? Do you want to see maybe gameplay on the bottom? I can add some gameplay, kind of just show you guys a lot. How does it look on the mobile as well, chat? Let me know, because I can obviously make some changes. I'm doing it on my computer, but can you guys see this enough on the mobile? Do you want some changes? Let me know. I got you guys with another video today. We're going to do the exact same video, but for Cole Palmer, because you guys have wanted to see that as well. I've had a look, a lot of the searches for Cole Palmer. So we'll do the same thing for Cole Palmer. Catch you guys for another video later on today. Peace.